Hey guys, Rob here with McDojoLife. In today's McDojo news, we're going to talk about how a firefighter / Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Purple Belt out of San Antonio, Texas, was recently arrested for sexually assaulting a minor. Let's check out the story. A San Antonio firefighter has been charged with 4 counts of sexually abusing a child. Jail records show Joshua Andrew Dyba, age 31, was booked into the Comal County Jail on October 31st. According to an indictment, Dyba is accused of sexually assaulting a girl on December 29th of 2022 and January 5th of 2023. San Antonio Fire spokesperson Joe Arrington confirmed Dyba is on administrative duty per department policy. Dyba has been with the San Antonio Fire Department since 2017, according to city records. Dyba is also being held on bonds totaling $400,000. Normally, this is where we would break it down, but there's not a ton of information, so I had to do a little digging so that way you can get a little bit more to the story. If you noticed, that news story was missing something kind of important. Joshua Dyba is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Purple Belt. At first glance, that might not seem very important to the story, but it's incredibly important to the story, especially considering the fact that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu studios typically don't do background checks on coaches, and they usually never do background checks on students. If you go to Joshua's Instagram page, which is at Dyba Jiu-Jitsu, you'll notice that he calls himself a content creator, and by content, he's making Jiu-Jitsu content. One of the first things you're going to notice on his Instagram page is that he's got photos out of a very specific martial arts academy, which would be Extreme Martial Arts under the tutelage of Garrett Poole. Now, I did reach out to that martial arts studio, but I have not received anything back yet. I'm going to go ahead and assume that they're probably going to remove him from the academy. But chances are good, even if he is removed from that specific martial arts academy, he'll probably go and find another martial arts academy to train at somewhere else. Now, as I said earlier, Joshua Dyba considers himself a content creator in the jiu-jitsu space. And among some of the things that you'd find on his link tree are other places that he interacts on social media. For instance, he's Dyba Jiu-Jitsu on Reddit, Dyba Jiu-Jitsu on YouTube. He has a podcast called Dyba Jiu-Jitsu, and he also has an Etsy shop. You guessed it, also Dyba Jiu-Jitsu. While Joshua Dyba himself is not a Jiu-Jitsu black belt, he is a purple belt, meaning that he's been in the industry for quite a while. This brings us to the question of the day, brought to you by X Martial. Be sure to answer the question of the day in the comment sections below, so that way you could be entered for a chance to win a $100 gift voucher that you could use at xmartial.com. And hey, maybe you don't win, that's okay. You can still use promo code McDojo10 to get 10% off any of your purchases at xmartial.com. While I do very much agree with innocent until proven guilty, it does leave me with a major question. Joshua Dyba currently has only been charged with these counts. This means he has yet to be convicted. So my question is, should someone who's been charged with sexual abuse still be allowed to train at a martial arts academy even though they have yet to be convicted? Now, I have my very deep-seated opinions about this, and I'm sure that you guys do as well, and I'm really looking forward to reading your comments in the comment sections below. This brings me to one last thing for the day. Be sure to check out AcademySafe.org. Academy Safe is dedicated to helping make sure that the martial arts industry has more accountability by asking martial arts instructors to do very basic things. That way they could be listed as Academy Safe. For instance, local federal background checks. As always, thank you all for the likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, memberships. Check out AcademySafe.org. Keep the martial arts legit.
And I'm pretty sure the boy is a sex offender. I caught them kick him out the Boy Scouts of America. But my baby now go rap with Foxy, now go in the truth. She said me love Paul and I'm leaving you. And now me want for kick Paul and get me down, baby, back. Some stars study with the sensei, them contract. And I call him sensei.